this day, but I got a few things I got to get done. Monday's going to be an extremely busy day for me, Monday and Tuesday. So, sorry right now, allergies are kicking in full blown right now. Give me a minute. Good morning. Couple of these going crazy. All right, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC with the 57 soon-to-be gunmetal screens. All right, that's going to be crystal edge technology screens, by the way. So, let me get sorted here because there's a lot to talk about. So we're still working on this technology here for the TV projection screen technology.
No two bodies are the same. Some parts never got that message, but always Flex Firm did. It protects against different.
Give me, other than that, just get something to play.
Bug spray works best when your family actually wears it. Get odor-free 8-hour protection from mosquitoes and ticks with FBIC. Zevo on-body repellent. People love it. Dogs hate it.
Commercial, I swear.
We always say
Yes, they give you no commercials. On top of commercial, they just gave you a commercial. You too, you're killing me. These freaking commercials. Hate these things. Over here. All right. I got a ton of research set up for me already today. We got the ingredients already in for the new gunmetal technology I'm going to be working on. 2 reasons why I'm developing gunmetal technology. What I saw on the demonstration with Mr. Kelly and the WeMax projector. That is a field we need to cut into quickly. And the reason why is because, again, they're not going to stop making these projectors. Even if we decide to never make a screen paint or don't work with them at all, they're still going to develop these machines. They're going to pop up. They're going to have more and more of them. What you are going to see is these screens that they have that are supposed to be a perfect marriage in heaven with the projector and screen. Them things are crap. You saw with the Galva screen, the problem with that was it was matching a white wall. As a matter of fact, it was matching a white screen at that. So that was a problem. 4K demonstrations. So yeah, people are getting cheated left and right on that one from the door. That thing doesn't do anything. I mean, literally a $68 or $79 cheap eBay projector would do the, eBay projection screen would do the exact same thing. As I've seen in the demonstration of an individual, a YouTuber bragged and boasted about those particular projectors and screens being this, that, and the other, and they weren't even close to that. All right, so that's another reason why. Because again, our technology would be far cheaper than $800 or $2,000 for a screen. And the gunmetal technology we're working on is not a screen paint. As I said before, I have no interest in developing any form of a screen paint in 2024. It'll all be physical screens. We already have a screen paint. It's called a Black Series Edition. You've seen this stuff. It's freaking amazing. That table's coated in it. Walls are coated in it. We've got another huge screen in the next room. We have this on site in an office building that we literally hit every section of the building. How many people can tell you that they actually walked on site and shot a video in every part of that building? We did. So yeah, we should prove over and over again that stuff works. Oh man. So getting back to the gunmetal technology. So the gunmetal technology, oh yeah, that's the TV glass. We're still adjusting it. Still adjusting it. There's gonna be another issue. It's not an issue. Cameras are not gonna read on the screen. It's literally generating that much freaking light. And my settings on my projector are low. And it's still generating insane amount of light. But anyway, yeah, so the gunmetal technology, and on top of that, it is to prove again that our gunmetal technology is more superior than any gunmetal on the market. I can't basically say this enough for people who have a habit of calling their products gunmetal. Can't call it gunmetal unless you challenge gunmetal. That's how it works. You gotta literally take out a gunmetal screen, a couple of them. Matter of fact, it'd be nice to take all of them out before you can actually deem yourself gunmetal. Because you walk into any form site, AVS Forms, any one of them, to people who brag and boast about their gunmetal technology screens or DMP Supernova and Elite screens and Black Diamonds, the first thing's going to pop up and say, if you challenge them, especially with a paint, they're going to say, do you have any proof of this? They don't want to see a demonstration sat in a dark environment. Mind you, gunmetal is designed to be an ambient light rejection technology. So if you have posted on your website that your products are not ambient light rejection, then you don't have gunmetal, because gunmetal is ambient light rejection technology. You don't understand the whole thing. I literally know people who basically have this post on their website that their products are not ambient light rejection, yet they have gunmetal listed in their products. Now, it don't work that way. Good gunmetal, I said this before, good gunmetal can be mistaken for a black screen very easily, because the darker you get to the edge, the closer you get to the edge of being near black but not black, that's a perfect gunmetal. Diamond has achieved that to a certain degree. But we're going to be better than Diamond. Much, much more advanced than Diamond. So we're going to actually enter the field of gunmetal again. We have technology now that pretty much a guy showed us pulled up on a WeMax. I'm like, what the freak? Because we never test on a WeMax. We just basically don't use those at all, period, on our products. Black screens, no, they're definitely not going to work on it. The gunmetal, yeah, because we've had bad experience with black screens on WeMax projectors, but a gunmetal was never tested on one, and this guy actually did it. So that tells us right there, because we can get a WeMax to run on those particular projectors, why not start developing a technology that's far better than the projection screens that they make for the WeMax? Did all my research, went on there, checked out a ton of video demonstrations, watched customer reviews, been informed sites about these particular screens, and they can't pull up a contrast over to save their soul. None of them own proper color. So after we get done testing everybody's stuff, show that our products are superior to gunmetal, or better than gunmetal, because we want to be better, we don't want to be the same. Next stage is to go after the Valva screen, WeMax screen, and any other projector, see how that's compatible with that technology. So that is the other stage. The dummy label's already up, so we can actually advertise something on it. There's no videos of the product. You won't see it until 2024. And keep in mind, this will not be a screen paint. This will be a physical screen. We decided to make an acoustic blackout cloth screen. We did these before. So acoustic blackout screen. It's easy to ship 150 inch. We can ship 150 inch in a post office mailer. They're wrinkle free. They have no creases, none of that stuff at the end of the day. And no, you cannot buy this particular material at at Amazon. I'm bringing in a sewer person, a seamstress or sewers, what they call them. I'm bringing one of those in. We're going to custom design our own surface. I want something a little different. Here's my allergies are killing me. So this is not going to be a blackout cloth surface that we buy it at Amazon coated. No, this is going to be something completely different. I want something that nobody else has. If that name is going on it. All right, so a little more about that. We're not going by that ambient light rejection technology. It's nice and all, we love it and all, but we want something different. I think we proved at the end of the day that we have a right to call our ambient light rejection technology whatever the heck we want to call it, because we can back it up. I want to call myself sun killer technology. Guess what? I have to show demonstrations on my screens absorbing sunlight, and we have that already. Oh, let's go check out the big cat over here. Now, As for the TV projection technology we have here that you're looking at right now, this is a giant sample what we're working on and testing on. This particular surface can make an ultra short throw look like an actual TV, or an everyday long throw or pico projector look absolutely amazing without the need of spending tons of money for a projector. Right now we're still in 720p. Let me show you my settings on my projector. Matter of fact, are we in eco mode? Let me see what my brightness is on my screen. So here we are, chat. Light pushing off that screen. Yeah, camera's gonna have a hard time registering on this bad boy. Brightness at 5, contrast at 6. We got color at 6, color at tint at 5. We're actually way under factory settings. Let's see. Let's go over. I'm gonna take my eco mode off because we don't really need that. Pushing way too much light off the screen. Right now, this is normal. Right there. Now, what we're going to be doing with this technology, which is going to be really interesting because we're going to have this at a show. See right there now, it's in eco mode. So we're going to have it at a show. So basically, this is going to be deemed one of the brightest screens on the planet. You know why? Because cameras won't be able to read it. When we put this in a showroom and they pull those cameras out, their cameras won't be able to register on it, but they'll be able to see it to the naked eye that it picks up a perfect bright level. It's going to be like recording off a monitor when we get done with this. And the challenge for this technology is to have a 4K projector, not a new one, 720p projector. Excuse my French. 720p projector, knock out a 4K OLED. It's not hard to do, honestly. Window lights, I'm not freaking sneaky. Allergies are killing right now. Take our projector. We're in eco mode. Let's go over here to advanced settings. I'm going to go to picture. My brightness is at 5. I'm bringing my brightness down to 0. Brightness is 0. Drop my color. This here. Let me see. Let's bring color down to 0. Go 0. Let's see here. So now we're dropping all settings. Color is now 0. Let's drop. Let me see. Let's see what we have here. That. Let's see. Let's bring tint down to 0. There we go. Oh, shoot. I'll show you what I'm about to say. It'll be going back and forth. Let's bring the sharpness down to 0. Well, the sharpness goes to 1. So you can see the sharpness, the lowest sharpness is going to go to 1. So in a 720p projector, we're dropping our settings. Usually, people don't do this when they show off screens. They have to make sure those settings are maxed out. You only use contrast at 6, and that's where the factory settings. My contrast goes up to 100 on this projector. You know that's a venue. So now we're at the lowest settings, only with contrast at 6, brightness at 6 in eco mode on our, excuse my messy environment. It's my work area. 720p old crispy beat up projector. See how dirty my projectors are? We're not using any fancy brand new projectors in our demonstrations. As a matter of fact, when I go to that show, my projector's gonna look like trash. It is. It's gonna have stickers all over it. It's gonna be dirty. You get a dirty old projector. Or anything brand new. You know why? People don't know how to think, man. When it comes to business, you gotta know how to think, man. You gotta know how to sell a product. They're gonna see all these brand new, beautiful, up-to-date model projectors. We're gonna be the only ones in there with this raggedy old beat-up projector. And everybody's gonna be staring at it. Everybody's gonna be talking about it. It's gonna draw all the attention. The projector alone is gonna draw all the attention. Then seeing an ultra black screen sitting up there on the wall, that's gonna draw attention because there's no other black screen that will be in that environment except for us. And then our booth alone, it's gonna have 10 times more light than the rest of the other booths. That's definitely gonna draw attention. So all that alone, without the projector being cut on, is gonna draw attraction to this whole setup over there. And when that thing turns on, it's lights out. That's it. We become top dog. While everybody else is sitting there with these expensive high model projectors trying to put things back into the screen that doesn't have light dodging through all their demonstrations and picking up screens that had 0% chance of picking up a contrast level, we do the opposite. Except we pick up 100% contrast. And have a nice sign out there, fair warning out there saying, do not place your screen against this technology. You know someone's going to try it. But just let you know, if you do that, you've already destroyed your company right from the door. Because now you just showed off that your product that claims to be a more superior product get completely wiped by a technology that's going to cost the customers way less than your product. What do you think that'll do to a company? There you go. So I'm gonna bring this raggedy old beat up old projector, paint splattered all over it, some stickers all over it and everything. Yeah. It's like the Ricer. The Ricer called the Ricer? No, it's not the Ricers. Something else. The Ricer's is a car that got all the parts all over it. Kids will make it look like something more than it's not. It's like that car that comes to the drag race that when it's all rusted and got the rust marks all over it. It's all bummed out. People looking like, oh, what a freak out driving this at the end of the day. And don't realize underneath the engine is a monster engine. That thing is designed to take your car, your pink slip. You'll race that in. Some guy arrogant, don't even know, will take his car and stick it against that vehicle and go, man, I'm gonna trash this vehicle. And that vehicle will trash his vehicle. This is his vehicle. I've seen that before in races. People caught on now what they are. But yeah, trashy old vehicle, rusted out, and got this monster engine inside of it. Yep. But anyway, dropped our settings. So let's go on from here. Settings dropped, the screen is still generating a ton of light as it's supposed to. Let's go take a walk around the screen. Nice and bright. Sounds we need that image like that. So this is going to be fantastic for you ultra short throw fiends at the end of the day. You know why? Because you're actually going to have a screen that reacts like a TV. You're actually going to be able to see 100% of your projector's performance. Come in, you click your remote control, your screen will pop on. You don't have to worry about being in any dark environment, stuff washing out, you know, that nonsense you have to go through. Pick up 100% contrast, all that good stuff. And on top of that, because it's going to be a glass, ooh, it's going to be beautiful. I have customers already asking us how much. Well, they're $3,000 at 100 inches. For anyone that sits here and says, well, that's a lot. No, not really, honestly. When you talk about a technology, it's going to level every screen up. Already, the gunmetal is going to do that job by itself. So, nothing to be to hold a candle to this stuff. And at the end of the day, we're not testing against projection screens. There's no point in testing against a gray paint. That's a waste of my time at the end of the day. I'm not even entertaining that. To test against gunmetal on this technology, waste of time. The only thing that we can put against this screen right here is an actual physical TV. That's the only thing we got that'll match it because the screen generates a ton of freaking light. And mind you, this is going to have that sun killer technology embedded into it, so it'll be able to absorb sunlight. So the glass screens are going to start up at $3,000. No. Then we're going to have a kind of custom molded plexiglass that is going to be a little bit more affordable. These screens, the glass screens, are going to be a form of, what's the word for it? High-end screens. That's what they're going to be. And I had somebody comment me. I knew it was a hater the other day. Well, let me educate you real quick. The glass is not window glass. It's going to be tempered glass. It's going to be a little bit thicker, not too thick. If it becomes too heavy, too thin, it becomes too brittle. It's going to be tempered. It's going to be heat resistant, cold resistant, and shatterproof. On top of that, it's going to have a custom frame around it that's going to keep any edges from getting ripped up or torn up like that at the end of the day. Stuff like that. We have to do all that research to begin with. It has that special casing to ship it in. So I do research at the end of the day, a lot of research. Like right now, I'm doing a ton of research on these valve and other projection screens to see exactly what I'm dealing with. Dropped all the settings and it's still, let me see something. Let's drop our contrast down. Still generating light. Bring contrast down to, that'd be nice. Let's see. Bring contrast down to 0. We got contrast down to 0 now. Everything now is in 0 settings. On top of that, your projectors are going to last for almost forever. Yeah, right. You're not going to be running anything in full mode at all, period. Everything you have will be running under factory settings. Keep in mind, my projector right now is about 7 feet from the screen. All right? At 7 feet from the screen and complete, everything dropped down to 0. In eco mode, you're talking about an ultra short throw projector that's going to be sitting up on a screen less than a foot at 3,000 lumens. You could drop that thing down to pretty much nothing and that thing will still generate. So let's see. 4K demonstrations. That's why it's best never to do demonstrations constantly on ultra short throws all the time. They do that because they're afraid of failure or maybe the screen rack, right? It's kind of like a comfort zone projector. You should never do that. And the reason why you never do that is because if you're used to having your projector that close, what's going to happen when you have using a projector from a long throw where you have to pull back where the image is definitely going to deteriorate. That's why you don't do that. I warn people by using ultra short throws as their main projectors. Bad idea. Oh, man. So much to do today. Okay, Snow Christmas Cottage.
Say goodbye, Gush Fears. Thanks to always hold your things. With Rapid
4K Snow Christmas Cottage screensaver.
Alone, clean and comfortable. Always fear no gush.
She's not listening. Ugh. Allergies are killing me. 4K Snow Christmas Cottage screensaver. Alexis, 4K Snow Christmas Cottage screensaver. Yeah, people want to wrap this stuff in their house, really? AI, artificial intelligence? Oh, okay. My goodness. Why? I don't know why. Oh man, I gotta type all in. Are you kidding me? Voice communications right here. Alexis, 4K Snow Cottage. Oh, she's a jerk, I swear. Alright, let me see. Enjoy the technology. I gotta wait 4 batteries out, put them back. Let's try her again. Better 4 batteries up, put her back in, see if she's functioning. Alexis, 4K Snow, Christmas Cottage. There we go. And he yanked the batteries up, put it back in. Yeah. People really want this stuff in their homes. So that's our level right there. Screen generating its white level for all settings down to nothing. See right there. See that bright slither of light? This is what I'm looking for. It's not the image so much. It's the light that's coming off the screen. That's what I'm looking for. These allergies carry on all day today. It's gonna be a rough day for me. Hopefully not. So we're showing you the white levels on the technology. My screen is only at 60% though. So I keep my windows shut when I get up in the morning. Gee whiz Louise. Man. So, again, sizes we're going to have for this. Oh, yeah, the game, too. Sizes we're going to have for this, 100 inch. We're going to do portrait. I do want to do portrait because I do want a portrait glass for myself, for my office. So we're going to do portrait. I haven't decided what size the portraits we're going to be yet. But I do know that we're going to have, in 16:9 format, we're going to have 100 inch, 120, and 100 and 150. Anything over that will be customized. I need 180 for myself personally. 235.1, 113 or 115, 138 and 158. So we decided to do the 158 because we have people acquiring about 235.1 in glass. As it comes for the custom pour plexiglass screens, they're going to be in different sizes. We're going to even have them at gamer sizes at 24 inches. These things are going to be freaking sick front and rear using the Sugar Plum Fairy technology, and the Leviathan will be embedded into those screens. And if we get this in the publicity that we need, we get this in one of those shows. One of the demonstrations I'm going to do is next to 2 TVs at 4K OLEDs next to a 720p projector side by side, so that people can see how advanced the technology is next to a TV. This is going to change a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff, especially on how they basically design projectors. It's going to be changed so much. Why would you have to spend money, extra money, for a projector with a 2 million to 1 contrast? What would you need it for? You wouldn't need it. There are people right now who have our technologies are dedicated black Cinemax. They don't use contrast on a projector. They turn it off. They don't need it. The only reason why they give you contrast on a projector is because they deal with gray and white screens. That's why. To darken the contrast levels. Let's see, the only reason why. I do believe that we get it where we need to get it at. Every projection screen company that designs an ultra short throw is going to gravitate to this technology. Because now they finally have a decent screen to project out their advanced projectors on. The projectors aren't really showing up what they're designed to do. A P2 on a gray screen is, man, there is so much you're missing. And I love when we hit these conversations and people are like, no, but I'm seeing, you're not seeing color, you can't even see contrast on that thing. You're stuck in the dark with a projector sitting less than a foot away from the screen that's designed to react like a TV. That's the most embarrassing thing about ultra short throw demonstrations when I see them. Every last one of them are sitting in these dark environments. That thing is supposed to represent a TV. So when you buy a TV from Best Buy, you turn all your lights out, cut down your shades and all. No, you don't do that with a TV. That's unheard of. That's crazy talk. So how can you make an ultra short throw projector designed to be like a TV if you can't get it to react like a TV? So yeah, they're going to gravitate to this technology. They're going to build around it. And that means everything else is going to go obsolete. That's just what's going to happen. And the best thing about it is customers have to sit there sticker shock. Now, we figure out a way how to get that tempered glass a lot cheaper, then we can bring the screens down lower than $3,000. Right now, it's that glass. It's very expensive. It's not cheap. But even at $3,000 on a screen that can wipe out, and it will have the ability to wipe out any form of gunmetal technology screen on the market. You know how much money this screen would cost if one of those big companies got their hands on it? You'll be spending thousands of dollars for it, beyond thousands. If Diamond or any one of those companies, right now their gunmetal is between 3 and 5 for 100 inches. Imagine with them with a black technology. You have any idea what that's going to cost them? $3,000 to $5,000 would be way beyond that. Let's watch. Let me see. Was this 2 weeks ago? This was 2 weeks ago. It's going to disrupt the TV market. It's going to disrupt a lot of stuff. We're going to sit there and spend that much money for OLED technology when you got a projection screen that'll do the exact same thing for far cheaper. You go to any TV form site, and you bring up a word projection in that environment, the first thing that's going to come out, especially with the OLED TV form sites, people got their own setups in their rooms for talking about OLED technology. The first thing I'm going to say is, man, you don't frequent a gray and white screen to begin with. You don't even see contrast every day. You need a projector just to see contrast. They're literally going to say that because it's true. Why are they wrong on that? They're not wrong on that. They're definitely telling the truth on that. You got to be stuck in dark ambient light controlled environments. They're not lying about that. You see them all over YouTube. People stuck in dark environments with a TV set. Like a projector is supposed to be a TV. They laugh at those demonstrations. That's funny to them. It is kind of hilarious. It's supposed to be an ultra short though TV-like projector, but it's stuck in the dark. Yeah, that's not a TV. And people can argue, well, your stuff is very expensive. It costs thousands. Yeah, but it's a TV at the end of the day. So how do you argue with this technology versus a TV? I can see 100% black levels. I can produce a much bigger screen size. It's much cheaper. 100 inches of this technology at $3,000. It's much cheaper than spending 100 inch for an OLED that's an actual 16:9 widescreen format. It's gonna cost you $100,000 or more just for that. And if I switch over to 8K, I still would come out cheaper. The 8K projector is about $10,000. Still would come out cheaper. An 8K OLED at 100 inches and full 16:9, you imagine what that'll cost you at the end of the day. Let's get some burning flames on this. And then finally, these companies out here like LG, Samsung, Optima, these big companies out here that basically want to compete with the TVs, they have that ability now. They have the ability to be able to compete with the TV market. That is going to make my company beyond a millionaire. They already seen that. My investors already saw it already. They already saw it. They're already bragging and getting ready for this next stage, for this new technology in 2024. But the beautiful thing about it all is that the everyday consumer is going to be able to afford it. Now I understand $3,000 is a lot for the glass, but like I said, it is a more high performance screen. But we are going to have other models that are going to be a little bit more affordable. And as you've seen by our technology, we don't lack. So that means we have a screen. Gunmetal technology we're developing is considered to be a mid-level technology. Even though it has the ability to knock out every certified we'll get our hands on, it's still considered to be mid-level under our standards. Standards under traditional projection screens is this is how it works. One gunmetal, $3,000. Anything underneath that is going to be 14 to 15, maybe 1,200. And if you can't afford that, then guess what? There's that light gray product they have. That's about $800 to maybe $900. And if you can't afford that, then guess what? You're stuck with a white screen. That's how they do it. Also, on the other hand, our bottom dollar screen would be a gunmetal technology that can wipe out a $5,000 screen with ease. So even if you decide that you can't get the higher in black, even at gunmetal technology, you could still have an advanced piece of technology, better than everybody else's, and still use a far cheaper projector. Let's see, what do we got here? Quick, put some birdies on here. I can't wait till we start showing off the aquarium. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. I want it so badly. So we have to go to a special company. We want to wave the glass. The glass has kind of a wave design, so it's official, like they're moving in and out on the glass. Spray it with that crystal blue technology on it. Hit it with an ultra short throw. It'll be a beautiful display. And light you can have right in your hallway with 2 windows on both sides, and light can transfer back and forth to that bad boy, and you'll still see this fish moving back and forth. That's why I can't wait to finish that stuff. One of the demonstrations you want to do off that, we can get a fish tank, paint a small square of it, drop it into the tank, take our projector mapping and map right through water. I get this all the time. Friends, oh, you're going to be a millionaire, you're going to be rich, And I couldn't care less about that. I really don't. All I need is what I need for me to basically to live a normal life, and I'm happy. That's it. Don't want all that. I'm giving most of my money away to charity. Most of my money is going away to charity. What do I need all that for? You don't need it. It's too much. What? Fancy cars? I don't need that crap. I don't need any of that stuff. Nice little place. Like I said, 7 acres, middle of nowhere. Nice little cottage. Little cobblestone fireplace. Nice little pool out in the back. Nothing giant, just something small. Comfortable life. Donate all majority of my money to research, cancer research, and feeding people, helping people at the end of the day. I don't need all that money. It's not necessary. I only need what I need, and that's it. No more, no less. So they're gonna wear the same crazy clothes and beat up sneakers. I don't care if it's covered in paint. Don't care. The only thing that'll change is probably technology, because I got a thing for tech. But yeah, other than that, no. I give most of it. I'm giving it away. Most people get all that money and they want it for show. They want to show how much they have, how great. I don't want all that. We don't need it. What do I need it for? It's crazy to talk. I need it. Other people could basically benefit from what this technology would make at the end of the day. Knowing that there's some kid having food on his table, sorry you choked up about that. I don't like when people have nothing to eat. That's horrible. But anyway, for other people to have, from my technology, I could use it to help other people out in life. So there's so much stuff that I can be putting this money toward, and that's what I want to do. Within my contracts, that's what I'm going to have. That technology goes to help other people out too on the top of that. I mean, they got to make their money at the end of the day, but there's so much more that can be done with it. There's a lot of people out there don't have it at the end of the day. They really don't. It shouldn't be like that at all, period. Nope, you're not going to see Mr. Bird driving around fancy cars and all that stuff and clustered with jewelry and throwing money, and we're not doing any of it. No. That's money that I make. I just make enough for me to live on my little farm and what I want to do at the end of the day. I probably want to get a Highlander cow so bad. But anyway, stuff like that, you know. And majority of my earnings are going to help other people out. You got food drives, there's so much I want to do with it. One of the things I learned when I worked at that other place where they helped people out in the day, people had to line up outside in order to go in to get food. I didn't like that part. So if I get a chance and I get blessed and God allows me to go, hopefully we don't get that chance. I want to build my own building at the end of the day. I want something where people can come inside and sit down in an air-conditioned building, because sometimes it's hot out there. There was kids out there waiting to get food. You know, they're with their parents waiting to get food. That's heartbreaking to see that, you know. But just have a place where they can go in with air conditioning. They can get, you know, water. They can get something to eat. Some people get up in the morning, have nothing in their stomach because there's nothing in their homes. Yeah. Just make sure that any organization, we're not taking the credit. I don't want any credit for what I do. I don't want any thank you or nothing. At the end of the day, you give all that to God. Because in the end, this is all His technology. So when people come up and I give money and stuff like that to help people out, sometimes I take $20 with me when I leave out the house, because you never know. Bump into somebody that may need the money. So I always thank me. I said, no, don't thank me, thank God. But for him, I wouldn't have that $20. All right, let's see, people. Let me show you something real quick. Get them out of here. These are the dummy labels I'm making right now. And that is for the, and then name it, all that's going to be changed. But we have to have something. So we use the dummy labels for the time being. When you see us pop out with the copyrights and all that good stuff, but all that stuff will be coming up in 2024. There'll be a lot of documents popping up along with that. Because the people that are involved and back in this technology, they're going to lock this thing in. We have to lock it in. It's not just for the other people who do dumb stuff on a regular basis. We're talking about big companies that are going to come after this 100%. We do the same thing in a showroom. Every company on the face of the planet is going to want that technology. So we have to make sure it's locked in. So yeah, there'll be some very serious, heavy patents sitting on this technology, trademark secrets, everything and anything that we can get the government to lock this thing down. So that way, when we go to one of these shows, if you touch this, it is going to be the worst nightmare you've ever experienced in your entire life. And I would advise for the people that want to feel the need to slander this technology, I would advise you not doing it. I'm strongly telling you, you're not going to be dealing with me at the end of the day. You're going to be dealing with our lawyers. That's what you'll be dealing with. They have a legal team. So that's what you'll be dealing with. I won't be contacted. There will be no YouTube videos of me expressing nothing at all, period. At all, period. You just receive a certified letter in the mail. Can't figure out how they got your address. They'll get your address. They'll get a certified mail in there talking about, hey, so-and-so, cease and desist order to back down. If you choose to go ahead, then you'll get another letter basically coming and saying that you have to appear in court because you're being sued. So it's up to you. I would advise you not to do it. All right. Well, let me see. From this one to 4K demonstrations. We're time here. Let's just grab this one right here.
If you haven't tried Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray, what are you waiting for? It's Dawn's fastest and easiest way to clean any dishes. You just spray, wipe, and rinse.
It's a shame we just have individuals out there that are so mad at the end of the day. It's sad, but it's true. You have them. You have to deal with haters. And everything you do in business, you have to deal with haters. Even when you're not in business, you have to deal with haters. Anything you do in life, if you're doing it better than someone else, you got to deal with haters. Everybody got them. Everybody has haters. It's funny, you even have, and I wouldn't be surprised, you probably have haters who hate other haters because they're hating better than they're hating. I know it sounds kind of jacked up, but I really think there's really people like that out there. But haters have been around since the beginning of time. If you look at, like I said, look at all the stuff you have around you, everything you have around you, everything that was invented by somebody, they had to deal with a hater. Right, brothers? Like I said, you probably couldn't imagine the nightmare that they probably had to go through. And two people up on top of a hill on a farm, making an airplane. Like, are they crazy? They probably thought they were mad. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure they tried to make them sound like they were mad or crazy. Because the airplane didn't even exist. It was unheard of. For man to be able to fly, that sounds crazy. Not today, because we have that technology, but because of them. But just think of it back then when it didn't even exist. What they'd probably go through. Benjamin Franklin wanted to discover electricity. And you imagine the craziness they probably talked behind his back. He lost his freaking mind. Like, we're going to get electricity. Everything will be powered by this light bulb. Yes. Like I said, the radio, all that stuff. Good thing these people never gave up. And they decided to push through no matter what, because you wouldn't have the technology you have in your hands and things you have around your house right now. That's why I love the inventors. People look at them and look at all the amazing things they designed, but look at the backstory, what they had to go through to get over these hurdles and stuff, and dealing with people at the end of the day that constantly tried to rip them down due to the fact that they didn't want them to succeed. They had listened, we'd be in a stone age right now. So for every form of, everything you have in your house that was developed by somebody, they had to deal with a hater. You ever watch a documentary on the windshield wipers? That's a good one. They literally try to steal it from this guy. They try to take it from him. Yeah. We take things for granted. We do, we really do. When we started developing black technology, man, I received every form of freaking hatred on the face of the planet. I'm not talking about the Jamies and the Partays. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about way before mine. We had this technology 8 years ago. When we first launched the black screen, it was under a digital 4K crystal onyx. I got kicked out of forums. I got called freaking snake oil. Oh, not scammer, but they made that nonsense. All kinds of stuff I was called at the end of the day. It was fake, not going to happen. Gray and white screens were the future. Blah, 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 blah. I heard all that stuff. Everything. Give it up. It's never going to become anything. This, that, and the other. I received everything in the book. Did I give up? No. Because I know what I saw in my head. I know what my Lord was telling me what I was going to have. So I pursued it. And now look at this now. 2024, we have a technology that will compete with the TV. Okay, people. Gotta go. Thank you all. God bless.